So I've given you a bunch of reasons why I think that building a web application in Go is a really good idea. And let me give you an example to show you just how much more efficient something written in Go is than something written in PHP. So right now I'm looking at Linode. And Linode is a service that allows you to have virtual private servers. So DigitalOcean has the same thing. They're called Droplets. Later in this course, we'll be deploying a server. I'm going to use Linode. You can use whatever you want if you choose to deploy one. But I have two servers I want to show you. One is called Go Server, and let's look at that. That's in Toronto. It has 4 CPU cores. It has 8 gigs of RAM and 160 gigs of storage. So that's Go Server. And the other one is called Romulus. And Romulus also has 4 CPU cores, also has 8 gigs of RAM, and also has 160 gigs of storage. And I'm going to go over to my, well, actually I'll just hide this, and go over to here. Let me get there eventually. Okay, let me bring up my terminals. So I have two windows open. One is connected to Go Server. This is a server that is running some Go applications. And if I go to var www and ls, under sites and ls, you'll see I have this many applications. These are all Go applications, every single one of them except for disk and TUS data. Everything else is an application written in Go. And there are a lot. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 8 is 15, plus 7 is 22 applications, all written in Go, all running on this server. This one, Romulus, let's go to var www sites and ls, it has about the same number of applications. And every one of these is written in PHP, or the majority of them are. There might be one static site there, but the majority of them are actually written using Laravel in PHP. So I'm going to now run an application called Top on this server, and I'll run the same application called Top on this server. Remember, the one on the left is running Go applications. Look at its load average, 0.04. And look at the load average on this one, 0.89. So it's using far more resources to run about the same number of websites, which all have about the same amount of traffic, a fair bit of traffic, but it's far more efficient to run something in Go than it is to run something in PHP. And look at the memory usage. Again, we have much less memory being used in Go than there is over here on PHP. And if you look at the uptime, this server has been running for 11 days. And the uptime for the Go server, it's been running for 17 days. So they've been running for about the same amount of time. And yet the load usage, the amount of system resources consumed by PHP and Laravel is vastly higher than it is in Go. So that, if nothing else, is a compelling reason to use a compiled language rather than an interpreted language.